Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. We've got Hello Pumpkin tonight. This is a fall saying that you can find in our Etsy shop. Hello Fall, it's 11 by 5. We're going to put this on a door hanger, and the colors we're using tonight are some that I was inspired by at Hobby Lobby, and then Zach put his own twist on it. Okay, so when you hop on, say hey.
Oh yeah, you should have seen
hit
her
the heart
face.
button.
Her face the whole time I'm describing this project.
Yeah, we'll see, Zach.
My vision.
We shall
her
see.
Execution.
We shall see. All right, so we're going to go in with some Dune paste at the bottom of this rustic round. Okay, so I already need to spray some water to help me paint this so that my paste does not get dried. Hey, hey, everybody. What y'all doing? All right, let me get this going, y'all. We are going to have a keyword tonight, and the keyword tonight is pumpkin. Hello, pumpkin. What you doing? All right, so we are late tonight, y'all. Busy day. Very busy day. So, we're here though, right? That's all that matters. So I hope you all had a great day. Pumpkin is the key word. Let me get this pinned. So down below, you'll see it's like a comment that is like stuck. It's pinned, okay? And that comment tells you what to do. Okay, so I'm using Dune, chalk in paste form. And I'm adding a spritz of water to it so that it does not dry out on me. It's easier to paint with. So that's what we're doing. We're making a door hanger, y'all. You know, I love me some door hangers. Today is July 31st. End of the month. Can you believe that? I cannot. Blown away how fast this year has gone by. All right, today is, what else is today? Today is Monday. Anybody celebrating a birthday? Hi, friends. Patty, great question. The star cutouts that we used last night, they are wood. I mean, you could reuse them if you were to sand down the paint that you put on them the first time and then paint over them. But it is not a reusable, like a reusable chalkboard surface. It is not that. Okay. All right, so we've got bottom painted Dune. Okay. So I'm going to close this up. I think we're done with this, and then we're going to hop over and do something else. I hopped on as soon as you had just told where the Hello Pumpkin came from. The Hello Pumpkin came from Zach's Etsy shop. Okay, so we're going to paint that. Just comment the word pumpkin, y'all, and it will send you a message. And in that message... Oh my gosh. Never thought I'd get that wipe out of the bag, y'all. In that message will be a link. Actually, it's more like buttons. You're going to click on Shop Products. And to get the cutout, you're going to click on Wood Cutouts. But if you want all the round, the chalk supplies, the transfer we're going to use, you will click on Shop Products and then Chalk Products. Okay? Hi, everyone. I am so glad to see y'all's faces. We are late night crafting, y'all. I'm trying to figure out my schedule and which is going to work best. But either way, we're here, right? And so are you. And if you're not here live, you won't see a red box right there, which is perfectly fine. We'll welcome you in on the replay. My summer has flown by with all the cutouts I painted, Michelle. I bet in those wild turkeys, girl. I saw somebody else comment on here last night on the replay that they have wild turkeys too. Is that normal? Like, I am very intrigued by this wild turkey, like, what is it? Outbreak. What is up with that? Or is that normal? I don't know. Okay, so I really want to make sure that this is all dry. Of course. But I really want to make sure so that I can fast track. No, I'm not going to fast track it. I know what we're going to do. We're just going to... The dog is in here crafting with me tonight. Okay, so I did get some... Let me just put my stuff back on the right side. All right, I did get some double-sided tape, so I'm going to try something tonight. I may regret this because the wood cutout may stick too well to it, but we're going to see. So, just in case... Dun, dun. I'm going to fuzz the tape. It didn't really do anything, but let's try this. All right, we're doing good, y'all. We're doing good. All right, so let me grab one of our sponges here and grab our black chalk paste, okay? It is normal. Wow. Wow. That is so crazy. The wild turkeys are a normal thing. Okay. Like, do they eat your plants and flowers and all that? I mean, I don't know. I don't have wild turkeys in my yard. I have a bunch of wild kids who start school next week. Counting down the days, y'all. They're going to be in 5th grade this year. I can't believe it. They're growing up super fast. It's insane. All right. So I'm just going along with my little makeup sponge and spreading the chalk paste all over the cutout. Okay, and this does say hello pumpkin. It's just, sometimes it's easier to use the sponges. Okay, so I'm going to hold it up in the light just to make sure I didn't miss a section. And I see one right there. Let me just go over it. Like so, okay? So what I'm going to do really quick, you hunt them here in March. Not in Fort Worth. They're in, Michelle has them in California. I saw my mother-in-law on here. What did she say? She said something about... And a wild glammy with a sunburned head today. Oh, are you sunburned from yesterday? My mother-in-law came over yesterday and we hung out in the pool. Talked, what is it called? Talk shop. Talked about our businesses. So yeah, the wild turkey thing is a California thing, right? Oh. They're mean. The turkeys by us chase you and are very aggressive. They chase cars? Like, how do you get to your car? Wow. Oh my gosh. I may just have to come visit and watch these turkeys. Like, I'd be afraid to walk out the front door if they're chasing me. Do they bite? No thanks. I mean, we know they like to eat packages. All right, so we're almost done with this, y'all. We have turkeys in Upper Michigan, and they do eat everything in your yard. Holy cow. Y'all, I've never ever heard of that in my entire life. I mean, and I'm not young, but I've never heard of wild turkeys in your yard. Okay. So we've got that painted. Okay, so we're done with that. Jersey Shore 2. Michelle, I still just can't believe it. All right, so I'm going to come over here. Sorry, Kira. And I'm going to grab this, and we're going to finish this because Janet has them in Illinois. Hi, Chris. Pennsylvania. Oh, They do eat the seed in your yard feeders and tick some bugs. Okay, so they do keep some bugs out. I mean, I know turkeys are like wild, but wild turkeys in your yard. I don't know. Montana. Chris hasn't been Montana. How come every night we come on here and we talk about wild turkeys? I know it's my fault, but it's because I still can't believe. Whew. All right. Okay, so this is, I think, pretty much dry. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this tape off carefully. I may reuse it. But see how it created this line? Okay, now we're going to paint the top half. So what we're going to have to do is let's go ahead and wax the bottom. Okay, we're going to have to wax the top. No, we're not going to have to wax the top. Let's go ahead and wax the bottom. And that way, when we go to use our transfer, it will not peel up our paste that we used to paint with. Okay? Hope that makes sense. So now we know, check mark, this step is done. All right, so we are going to use mini buffalo plaid, y'all. Haven't used it in a while. We're bringing it out. We're bringing it out. They walk down your street. Holy cow. All right, next step is we're going to take the same paint, and I'm running my hand over this to make sure that this is dry. Okay, we're going to take this strip of tape, and I'm going to fuzz it. Okay, this is just applying some lint to the back of the tape because we're going to have to lay this tape on top of the part that, the bottom of our round that we already painted, okay? Gobble, gobble, that's right. I have a wild turkey that comes to my door, and I go out and talk to her, and she will try to come in the house. She left for about 6 weeks and showed back up with 6 babies. Lavada, that is crazy. A few days ago, a bunch of us cars had to stop for a flock of geese crossing 4 lanes. I'll bet there were 50 of them just lollygagging across the road. They were taking their sweet time. Is that what you're saying? All right, so we're going to take this, and now I'm going to place it over the, let me do it this way, this line, okay? This is going to allow me to have a clean line with the color that we're going to use on top of the round. Okay, and we're going to use eucalyptus. All right. Let me grab a paintbrush and let's get started. So eucalyptus for this. Let me just put that anywhere. Okay, spray that. And then I'm just going to get a little bit more out in hopes that this is enough to cover this entire top. Okay, so we are making a fall round tonight. So we'll see how it turns out. Let me concentrate to paint this. Hold on. I'll have to tell you that certain paintbrushes I like a lot more than others. I really like this one, y'all. The bristles are a little bit more forgiving when I go to paint it. I don't know, it's more flexible, I guess. More limber. Okay. Let's do this. I keep making sure I don't step on my dog. She wants to craft with us tonight, y'all. All right, this is done for the most part. Let me just get this top. We are going to make a bow. Haven't made a bow in a while, y'all. We're going to use the Bow Dabra. I love that bow maker. All right, this top is perfectly fine. Let's take this and brush this back and forth just to make sure our paint strokes are somewhat decent. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Looks like a fishing bobber, okay, but don't tell anybody. All right, here we go. Yes, Corrine, we are ready for the kids to go back to school. It is time. I think they're ready to interact with a bunch of kiddos and to be on a strict routine. You know, kids crave routine, right? So I think they're ready for that. All right, ready, go. So now we need to dry this. So it is kind of a process, y'all, to do this two-toned door hanger, but it'll be fine. And then we'll do our buffalo plaid. Okay, so now the dog, just so you're aware, now she's moved closer to me. So now I really, really extra have to be careful where I stand or step. I bet you are, Angela. Yes, Zach, the wild turkeys are edible. My son smokes them at Thanksgiving time. He gets a tag to hunt them every year. Yes, Christina, all the time. You do need a dog cam. Like, no kidding. All paws sprawled out. She even has the fuzzing cloth. Well, that's a problem. All right, so we've got this. Those of you that got the mini bags from our live sale, I may use one of these little mini pumpkins in the middle of our bow. But Zach pretty much picked out all the colors, y'all. So we'll see how well this works. Dry fast. Y'all like watching paint dry? I thought so. So as the paste that we use to paint, it is chalk and paste form. As it starts to dry, it will go from shiny to matte. And then you can very lightly go over a section if you're unsure. Like if you can't see the shiny to matte, perfectly fine. Just take your hand and lightly go over it and you'll know that, oops, I got some on my hand. It's not dry. Okay? I do have the August transfers. What about eucalyptus, Zach? Oh, I added, yes. I picked the eucalyptus, yes. My bad. Let me back up. All right, so I think we're good. All right, so let's peel off the tape and see what we got here. We've already waxed the bottom, okay? So this is what we have, all right? Ooh, I never scooted my desk back. Well, the dog's really going to get ran over. Carrie, you got to move, baby. Come on. I need my family to send help. Or I need my family to come help me. Okay, so we've waxed the bottom of this, all right? So now what we're going to do is grab the transfer. And I'm just going to peel off this sticky part right here. Let's go this way and meet in the middle. Okay, just like so. And we're going to pull it out. Come on. Don't fold on me. There we go. Just like that, okay? I'm going to save that because I do put my transfers back in the plastic bag. Got my fuzzing cloth. We're going to use raffia, y'all. All right, so here we go. We're going to find an edge of this transfer that will lift up after I write the word back, okay? Vivian, I am not going to put a transfer on the top. Okay, yes, guys, there is an August box. And it will be released tomorrow, August 1st. And you are not going to want to miss out because it is amazing. And not only is it amazing, but I'm going to teach you a technique. So you get a box, a craft box, DIY, mailed to your home, but I also teach you a special technique. So, stay tuned. Make sure your notifications are turned on this page so that you know when we go live tomorrow, August 1st, to show up and check it out. Yep. No, I'm not going to wax the top. Yay, Angela, it is your birthday month. See, you got to treat yourself, girl. All right, so I'm going to fold this to where the sticky side, come on, dog, you got to go. Excuse me, Kira. Beep, beep. Okay. Where the sticky side is not, oh, there she goes. She got up. I don't need anybody's help in this house. I got this. So I folded it to where the sticky sides were facing out so they wouldn't touch, right? Okay, so let's do this. So what I'm going to make sure of is that it hangs over the edge at the bottom. And I'm going to line it up right where should I do that or should I bring it down? I think I'm going to bring it down a little bit. Right there. Okay, so I'm using the lines in the Buffalo Plaid to help me line it up on my line where the paint colors change. Okay. All right, so next step is find placement tape. And I'm going to put that over my transfer. Okay. And I'm going to put that right along the lines of the two different colors, but not on top of Dune. So it's going on top of Eucalyptus. I need all of the Dune color exposed. And then we're going to use Hey Pumpkin. Okay. What is the trick for the paint not lifting? Chris, you need to send me a message with a picture. I need to see what it is. Okay. I need to see. All right, so we're going to go in with Hey Pumpkin. This was all Zach's idea. So I am going to paste away from the tape, not against it, because I don't want the paste or the tape to accidentally, I don't know, lift up and go under the tape, and then it's on the eucalyptus side of my round. Okay. So this is one of our new colors. Hey Pumpkin. So I'm just taking my squeegee. This is a small squeegee. And dragging the paste over the screen, making sure that I cover all of the silk screen. Okay. All right, I think we're good. So now I'm going to slide all my excess back into the jar so that I don't waste it. Close up my lid, and we're going to peel this off. Okay, so first I'm going to peel off the tape. Don't need that anymore. And then I'm going to get my backer sheet right here next to me. And I'm going to just lay this transfer right on top of that backer sheet and just take it to the sink to let it dry. Okay. All right, and I'm going to spray it. And this is what we have, y'all. Okay, so that is sprayed so that it doesn't dry completely. I'm going to turn on my glue gun. I'm going to make sure that this is dry. I got to find my bow maker. I haven't used it in so long, it's in the bottom of that bucket. Hi, Cynthia. Hello, hello. Yes, it will. Pumpkin is the key word. I don't know, Carrie. Probably doing underwater basket weaving again. No telling. We'll see if I assist him the next time he does a project. Likely not. Okay, so let me put this on the floor. We've got our Hello Pumpkin. Okay. All right, so let me set this aside. We've got our Hello Pumpkin cutout from Zach's Etsy shop. That can go in there. And let me grab my ribbon. Okay. All right, let's open these up. Yes, they should, Chris. Oh, I love the bow maker. I can certainly show you. Okay, so I've got a few different rolls of ribbon. They're from all over, y'all. All over the place. Okay, so in this crazy bin, I have what's called a bow maker. Found it. Okay. I've got the big flashlight in there. I've got all sorts of things. So what we're going to do next is we're going to grab a piece of twine, fairly long. Take this out. I'm going to put the twine right there. Okay, right in the middle. I'm going to start. I'm trying to think what kind of bow I want. These are 16-inch rounds. So what if we go with 10 inches maybe? We shall see. Okay, so let's do 10. And we'll do 1, 2, maybe we'll just do 2 of each. Okay, I've got some black here. And then we have our beige. Okay, right here. I don't know, we may need more ribbon. We'll see. We're gonna add raffia, so we may not. Okay, done, done, done. All right, let's see what happens. Let me get this out right now so that I don't forget to use it, y'all. Be a tragedy. Okay? And it just goes everywhere. Now, I didn't know if you guys realized this, but you can pull raffia apart. If you have some pieces that are too thick or for your liking, you can pull them apart and make more. Make them smaller. Whatever you want to do, okay? Like this one could probably use three different times. Let's see. Okay, but just do it. You do you, y'all. Like this one's already split. Okay, so we've got this ready. Move out of the way. And we've got our string that fell out. So now what we're going to do is just start placing our ribbon inside our bow maker. Okay, so there's several ways to use this bow maker. This is just like a messy bow method. All right, let me fold that in half. See what happens. But you can use as much ribbon as you want, as little as you want. Okay, and I love raffia in messy bows. So that's what we have it for. All right, just like that, okay? Then we're going to grab our string and we're gonna tie a knot, okay? And kind of pull and push down at the same time. And then once we pull it out, we'll push down again. And then I like to flip mine back to the back and let me tie it again. And then I'll bring it to the front, and we'll use that twine that we have in the bow as part of our, we'll use the twine that we have, that we tied the bow. We'll use it as part of our bow itself, if that made any sense. So let me just cut these a little short. We're gonna take this and cut some of this craziness. We're giving our raffia a haircut. Let me pull this out. Okay. So any place that you have like hoops and loops because we gathered it and just kind of, I don't know, put it in there, just cut those up, okay? So now we have this gigantic mess. Isn't that fun? And what I'm going to do next, I don't know that I'm going to actually dovetail the ends. I may leave them as is. But now you just take your tails and you just spread them out. Okay? And like with the raffia, what's awesome about this stuff is like, let's say you have like too much on one side and not enough on the other side. You can just pull that to where you like it, okay? All right, and y'all know me, I could sit here and do this for days, getting the bow how I want it. But check it out. Like, is that not fun? Now, see right here, I have a longer piece than right here. Same goes for the opposite side. So I'm gonna try and pull, oop, that was too much. Perfect, and it worked. So I now have them even Steven, okay? All right, so let's grab our round. This is what we have right here, okay? And we've got our Hello Pumpkin. Oh, this is cute, y'all. And, oh yeah, I like it a lot. Hit the heart button, y'all. Put your thumb on that heart and hit the heart button and comment the word pumpkin for me. Super appreciate it. Okay, glue gun. I'm going to glue the bow first because that's going to help me place the Hello Pumpkin saying. Okay, and we do sell those on Etsy. So just comment the word pumpkin, check your messenger, and start clicking the buttons that say shop products. All right, so I'm going to put my bow right here. That was a lot of glue. Holy moly. And I'm going to do my best not to burn myself. And I'm going to grab a squeegee and pick up all of that excess that I just used. Put down. Okay, it even went through the back, y'all. That's how much I got. And this hot glue will come off your squeegees, no problem. Don't panic. Cute, 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 cute. And like I said, you can dovetail the ends if you want. I kind of like the hair on fire look. Because, you know, that's usually how I am. So we go together like peas and carrots, right? Okay, so that's down. Now what we're gonna do is place, oh, look, y'all, isn't that precious? And gosh darn it, Zach. If y'all are new here, comment #new. Let me know if you're new, but my husband's name is Zach. He is part of this page, and he came up with these colors. And it's really stinking cute. And I was questioning his ability to pick the colors. All right, so I'm going to let my Hello Pumpkin hang off over the buffalo plaid just a tad. And I'm just going to put this lightly on majority of this cutout. And I'm going to carefully, without getting raffia attached to it, go in and place it down. Like so. Okay. Yay! Oh, Sheila's new. Hey, hey. He is full of surprises, Angela, isn't he? All right, so I don't even think I'm going to put something in the center of my bow. I kind of like the chaos that's happening right now. Plus, I added the twine to the front. But y'all ready for this? Let me turn this off. Here is your round Hello Pumpkin. Super cute. I love the font too, y'all. So you can get the round, the paste colors, that's in the, when you click on shop products and then chalk products. And then the cutout is when you click on shop products and then wood cutouts. Isn't that cute? So what we like to do is we like to use the Velcro strips. And hold on, this just fell off. I didn't have enough glue. We like to use the Velcro strips to hang our stuff on the wall. I don't know. We try to like not have as many holes, like nail holes. Let me add more glue, y'all. I was being extra careful so that it did not splurge over the edges. There we go. But isn't that cute? I love it. But you could even put like it has a hole in it. You could put like a rope. But I think it's cute. Hello, Pumpkin. Command strips, yes. So y'all have a great night. Thank you so much for hanging out. And we will see you next time, okay? Bye, friends.